When I was cleaning my room, I found this. My very first sketchbook. Wow, not exactly the warmest welcome. Flipping through it, I found so many old drawings. So I thought, why not redraw some of them? Hi, I'm Mango. And today I will redraw my art from 2017 to see whether I've improved or somehow regressed over the past 9 years. And while I draw, you get to listen to me ramble about whatever my younger self was thinking. Alright, so the very first victim is this yellow girl. If you look at her face, it really reminds of Club Penguin. But here's the funny part. Her eyes weren't actually supposed to be eyes. Originally, they were closed, and those giant orange circles were meant to be her eyebrows. Then, one of my friends pointed at the drawing and basically went, "Why are her eyes all the way up there?" And after that, I couldn't unsee it either. Looking back, I have absolutely no idea why I thought giant circle eyebrows were a good artistic decision. Thankfully though, I seem to have abandoned that phase pretty quickly. For this redraw, I didn't really redesign her. I mostly cleaned everything up, simplified the outfit, and changed a few colors while trying to keep the original vibe. Halfway though, I flipped the page and found almost the exact same drawing again. Apparently, once wasn't enough. I must have really liked this character back then. And just like that, the redraw was finished. Here's the old version, and here's the new one. And before choosing the next drawing, I need to show you just how obsessed I was with Demon Slayer. Seriously, it was everywhere. I even tried making my own little meme comics. I guess back then that was my peak entertainment. But the art I will be redrawing is my very own Demon Slayer character. To address the elephant right away, the beginning of the Speedpaint is missing because, well, I just forgot to record it. Anyways though, when you look at her, you might notice she looks, perchance one could say, a little familiar. That's because I was completely obsessed with Rengoku. So instead of taking inspiration, I just kinda copied his hairstyle. Now, the biggest difference though is their personalities. Rengoku in the show is one of the kindest characters, and mine looks like she'd insult you for breathing too loudly. So, I redrew both the full body version and the headshot to stay truthful to the original, and definitely not because I needed speed paint material. However, I did make a few changes. First, I have absolutely no idea why younger me decided she needed wings growing out of her head. Maybe these are hairpins, but I highly doubt it. I also made her hair a bit more natural and flowy while keeping the overall design recognizable. But honestly, it's such a shame I don't remember her lore. I probably spent hours coming up with some elaborate backstory, and now it's just gone. So, to every fellow artist watching, write down your characters' stories. Trust me, it will be so much fun to read them again 10 years later. And after all that, here's the finished redraw. And for the final redraw, I wanted to choose the drawing that best represents this entire sketchbook. The very last finished piece. It perfectly captures everything I was into back then. Anime, which somehow led me to learning Japanese, my obsession with vibrant markers, and of course, creating my own characters. And funnily enough, this is the only character whose story I still remember 9 years later. Mizu was probably my favorite original character back then, so I knew I had to do her justice. Her story was heavily inspired by Toilet Bound Hanaka-kun. It begins at an ordinary school fountain that can grant any wish. There is only one catch. You have to drop a golden coin into it at exactly 8:24 p.m. without making a wish. If you do, your most hidden desire comes true. But from that moment on, you will be followed by a one-eyed ghost named Amayamizu. She constantly tries to convince people to cause trouble, and every time someone gives in, she quietly takes a picture with her camera. As for how she died, there are plenty of rumors. Some say she drowned while trying to capture fish in a river. But maybe she's just another urban legend. Alright, to catch a break from this story, I've always loved drawing her design, but younger me definitely wasn't capable of making her hair look actually like water. So this time, I really leaned into that idea, and honestly, I think this is the closest I've ever gotten to drawing her the way I imagined her back then. Please roll the drums! Here's the final redraw! As fun as it was, every sketchbook eventually comes to an end. I'm really glad I decided to revisit these drawings. So, if you have an old sketchbook hiding somewhere in the shelves, go find it. You might pleasantly surprise yourself with how advanced you were at that age. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know in the comments. And also, let me know whether you like Mizu's story. I've been Mango, and see you in the next one.